Well, with the federal election fast approaching, I'm getting lots of questions about preferences. Also, the old hoary chestnut that's put about by the major parties that a vote for a minor party is a wasted vote needs to be tackled head on. The two issues are interrelated. So first, let's take a look at the issue of what is and what is not a wasted vote. Voting for a minor party like Family First is far from a wasted vote. It's actually the most powerful vote you can cast. Here's why. Australia's very good preferential system of voting allows you to cast a number one vote for your preferred candidate. But your vote does not have to end there if your person doesn't make the cut. You get another bite at the cherry by ranking in order of your preference the other candidates. If your Family First candidate doesn't receive a majority, your vote travels to the next preference and so on until a candidate achieves more than 50% of the vote. Now, under Australia's voting laws, you, not the parties, are entirely in charge of your preferences. On your green House of Representatives ballot, simply put Family First number one, then number every remaining box in your preferred order. On your large white Senate paper, if you're voting above the line, put Family First number one, followed by numbering at least 5 other boxes. Your vote continues to flow in the order you choose until someone is elected. Family First will issue a how to vote card where we'll recommend preferences, but ultimately the choice of how you distribute your preferences is entirely yours. Now, the reason I'm so passionate about voting number one for Family First is because the major parties have abandoned mainstream families like yours and mine. Sure, there's the odd good Liberal or National here and there, but the party heavies just ignore them. Let me explain the key policies the political establishment is taking to this election. Liberal, Labor, National, the Teals and the Greens are all on a unity ticket when it comes to Paris and net zero. Paris and net zero force up the price of your electricity and therefore the cost of everything goes up. It is the reason we are in a cost of living crisis. Liberal, Nationals, Labor, Green and the Teals are also on a unity ticket in supporting the Sex Discrimination Act. This law says a man can be a woman. It endangers girls and women who are not safe in their private spaces from biological males who might seek to intrude, and their sport is not fair. Yes, even the Liberals and the Nationals will not commit to restoring the definition of woman into the Sex Discrimination Act. And key Liberals like Senator Dave Sharma are willing to cross the floor to support Labor and the Greens to trash parents' rights to educate their kids free of LGBTIQA+ influences in Christian schools. The only way the major parties, including and especially the Liberals and the Nationals, will change is for you and I to vote one Family First. Let me repeat that. The only way the coalition will change is if you and I stop putting a number one to them and preference Family First number one. Now, I know many of you, like me, would probably prefer to see Peter Dutton as Prime Minister. Despite the weakness of the Liberal Party, he will certainly be much better than Labor and the Greens in coalition, which would be disastrous for our nation. But you can still help the coalition win if you want to by sending them a message by voting one Family First and then by simply making sure your preference for the coalition is above the number you give to Labor. It's that simple. By using your preferences wisely in this way, you cast a more powerful vote than if you gave your number one preference to the coalition. Now, I'm pleased to be part of the Family First team that's fielding Senate candidates in Queensland, New South Wales, Victoria and South Australia. Imagine if we had the balance of power in the Senate. These Senate candidates are supported by more than 90 lower house candidates who have the courage to stand for family, faith, freedom and life. To find out more, go to familyfirstparty.org.au and remember, send the major parties a pro-family message, vote one Family First.
Authorised by Lyle Shelton, Family First Sydney.